Hi guys, it's Crystal, the founder of Bold Kulture Beauty, a two-time award-winning blog and your first stop when you're looking to simplify your natural hair routine. Today, we're continuing our discussion on natural hair hangups. Y'all, this conversation has been so good that I did not want it to end. I've been having several conversations offline, and so I felt like now was a good time to talk about simple ways that we could get back on track and focus on what really matters. So, if you're ready to focus on what matters most on your natural hair journey, you're in luck. Today, we're going to talk about exactly that. So grab a friend and grab a pen and let's take a closer look. Okay, first things first, a little housekeeping before we jump right in. So we are going to be covering a lot of information, and for the purposes of my blog, this information will be broken down into two parts. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to try to hit the hot spots so that you'll have the tools you need to be successful. And don't worry, everything you need will be included in the show notes. Now, before we get right into what we're discussing, we are going to have a little refresher about what some of the more common natural hair hangups are. And if any or all of these things speak to you, you're going to want to make sure that you stay tuned in to this whole video. So, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get to it. Okay, so I guess you're probably wondering, what is a natural hair hangup according to Bold Kulture Beauty? Well, a natural hair hangup is any seemingly important thing on our natural hair journey that tends to distract us from what matters most. These things will cause us to create non-issues and complicated routines that ultimately distract us or drag our focus away from what we should be trying to achieve. Now, I think you get the picture, and the list could go on and on and on. But I'm sure you're probably wondering now, well, then what matters most? So what matters most? Now, some arguments can be made about what matters most to us individually on our natural hair journeys. Still, I think that this conversation has shown us that some of the things that we deem essential really aren't that important at all. So what matters most? It's simple. On the most basic level, it's healthy hair. And to maximize the health of our hair, we have to be consistent and patient. Now, healthy hair is the foundation for all other goals. Without it, we cannot achieve length, definition, hydration, or any of the other goals that we have set for our hair. Now, some argument can be made that a lot of our hangups are rooted in our desire to achieve healthy hair. But if we really take the time to evaluate what we've been doing, we'll realize that a lot of the things that we've been doing are actually moving us farther away from our goals. There's a common misconception in the natural hair community that in order to achieve our goals, we have to commit to a strict list of do's and don'ts and complicated hair care routines. Surprisingly, it's a lot easier than we've thought. Now let's talk about some simple ways that we can get focused on what really matters. Number one, take inventory of what you're doing. Are the things that you're doing necessary? Can you ascribe a specific benefit to what you're doing? And now I don't just mean, are you doing it because someone said that it would be beneficial to you? Are you experiencing actual tangible benefits from what you're doing? And are the things you're doing bringing you any closer to your ultimate goal of healthy hair? And number two, fact check everything. Now, we like to take a lot of information without validating the source. Some things that you want to consider are: one, is it true? Two, is it backed by science? And three, does it apply to me, the key characteristics of my hair, and my hair's specific needs? If the answer is no, then leave it alone. Number three, learn the key characteristics of your hair. How can you care for something that you know nothing about? The key characteristics of your hair will help you set realistic expectations for how your hair should look, feel, and behave. It'll also help you become more intentional when choosing products and practices that work best for you, your climate, and your lifestyle. Number four, don't sweat the small stuff. When it comes to natural hair care, some things can be very individualized. One size does not necessarily fit all, so embrace the essentials, stop comparing, and focus on getting your hair healthy. And number 5, let me help you. Now, Bold Kulture Beauty is your premier destination for natural hair education and high quality products. I use my clinical background as a pharmacist to empower you to feel beautiful and be confident knowing that you have the tools you need to be successful on your natural hair journey. So don't wait. Let me help you get focused on what really matters and improve the health of your hair today. Well, guys, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And for more great tips on ways that you can stay focused and simplify your natural hair routine, make sure you head over to boldsculture.com. And again, don't worry, because everything you need to be successful on this journey will be in the show notes. And until next week, go boldly.